Hey guys, my name is Pushpender Saini. Once again, I came with a very interesting tutorial. In this tutorial, I am going to tell you how you can rotate, how you can move your driver marker on your user application in iOS with Swift 5 programming language. So here, as you can see in my right side, the example is working fine. Okay, so your driver marker will move like that. So here I am going to take two application. One is driver application, another is customer application. From the driver application, I will update the location into Firebase, and from the user application, I will listen that location, and I will move my marker on the basis of my new location, which will be updated by the driver. So please watch the complete video from starting to end, so you can get the complete understanding about that. Thank you so much. So guys, in this complete video tutorial I'm going to create two applications, one for user and one for driver. So from the driver application we will push latitude longitude, means change the latitude longitude on Firebase, and after that we will listen those latitude longitude in user application. So let's begin with driver application without wasting any more time. Okay, so guys, from here I'm going to create one new application. Okay, click on next, give the application name, let's say driver, and that's it. Click on next. So this is my driver application. First of all, what I have to do, I have to listen the location. Okay, so I have to give some permission for the location listener. So I will listen the location in my view controller. Okay, so for that I have to use import location code location, and for that I have to first create location manager. Okay, and it will be type of private. After that I have to assign that. Here I'm going to assign location manager equals location CL location manager. Okay, now second thing, location manager dot delegate equals self location manager dot request always authorization location manager dot start updating location. Okay, so these four things you need to do. For the delegate I am going to create extension, and it will be view controller. Here CL location manager delegate. Okay, so this function will return us current location. Now we are going to use function of this controller, and what are the function I have to use, I will tell you. I have to use did update locations. Okay, come back to view controller, and here did update locations. So from this function I have to take location. So we can say let current location equals manager dot location dot coordinate. Okay, so this is my current location, and it's giving type of optional, so I will make it as it is required for us. Okay, so here I'll get the location. Now I have to update this location in our Firebase. So first of all I have to register this application to our Firebase. So I'm going to log in Firebase. I'm using already existing project Firebase, and I'm going to add as a new application. Okay, so here I will call add iOS, and I will give the name of the bundle. So where I can find that, this is here com.driver. It could be anything, depend upon your requirement. And my application will be iOS driver app. Okay, if you have already your store ID, then put it, otherwise leave it. Register app. Now I have to download this Google info plist, and I have to add into my project. Okay, so I will drag and drop inside driver package, and make sure you select this copy items if needed, because it will automatically copy inside your project directory. Okay, so here it is, and I will I will drag put here. So here it is. Now what is the next step? Pod init. I have to install pod. Okay, so I will open terminal, and I will open my project location. Okay, so my project location is practice iOS, and here somewhere will be driver. So driver here. Now I will copy this location, I will put with cd and enter. Now I will run pod in it, so it will install the pod. When it's done, then I have to run pod install. So both command has been complete. Now what I have to do, I have to close my existing project, and then I have to open my driver xc project. Okay, now this is my new project. From here, as they are suggesting, what we have to do, come back, Firebase Analytics, this is not required for us, so move to next, and Firebase configuration, so this is mandatory. Okay, so open your Xcode and open your project driver, and this is your app delegate. From here, first thing you have to import Firebase. For that, what you need to do, secondly, go back, Firebase Analytics, this is for analytics. Okay, you can add it, not an issue. So where you need to add, import below the use framework. Okay, and this useless thing you can remove. Now I will run pod install command again with the same location. Okay, now it is installing Firebase first. Now second thing, what I have to do, as per our requirement, we have to integrate the real-time database. Okay, click on next and copy this, click on next, verify, skip this step, go to direct real-time database, go to the docs. From here, get started for iOS, and you will see real-time database, iOS, get started. So here it is. So for iOS, what we have to do, we have to add Firebase/database. I copy this and I will replace this at the place of that, because analytics is not required in this tutorial. Okay, so again what I'm going to do, I'm going to install. So I cancelled that and again I'm installing. Now it will install all the dependency of database and Firebase itself. It will take some time actually. So the installation has been complete. Now what we have to do, save and just build the project. Okay, so click on product and click on build, or you can directly press command B, so that this library is easy to use for you. Now open your app delegate. As I told you, first thing, import Firebase, and from here, did finish launching with option. Before return, you have to write one line, firebase.configuration. Okay, so copy this and paste here, Firebase configuration. Now I am going to run this on simulator iPhone 12. Now the build is successfully done. I am going to integrate that, means I am going to build that. We will see the output actually. I'm just going to reduce some size. I will put at the side, and here it is. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to use Firebase over here. One more thing, it is saying that you have to give the location permission, so I have to add both these two permission. Okay, so open info plist, add as a new key, and this is here, give the location. Please allow location for tracking the driver. Same, I have to copy this and I need to add another key. I'll give the same description for both. Okay, now I have both key. Again, if I run, then this warning will not come. Okay, now you can see this warning is not coming, and here it is saying that allow once, allow while using the app. Okay, so allow while using the app. I have allowed the location. Now what I have to do, I have to listen the location here. I will build this application with my phone. Okay, here I have to change my target version I can say this. Now it will be accessible with my phone and I will debug that. Application has been installed in my device and it's asking for the location. Now I have allow. It's not throwing location, it's throwing actually I forgot to print. Okay, delete. Now if I print, then it will return me current location. Okay, now again I am going to run this and I'm going to see the output. Okay, so here you can see location changes is calling itself. Okay, now I have to store this information in Firebase. That's why we have installed Firebase in our application. Okay, so just minimize that, and now from here I have to create Firebase reference where dbref and type of database reference. By default it is null. By default it will take automatically, and here import Firebase. Okay, now it's done. Now I have to assign dbref equals, as they are saying, database.reference. So I will copy and I will paste over here. Okay, so this task has been complete. Now I have to put the value here. So how we can put the value? We will go directly read and write. So like that you can put the value. Okay, so I'm going to create in the same way. Here I copy and paste, and my child is, we can say, iOS driver points, and this is nothing. I will directly set the value, and my value will be it's let coordinates equals latitude current location dot latitude, and same way current location dot longitude. Okay, so this will be the name with longitude. Now I am going to pass my coordinates. Now here we will see the result. So it's not ref, it's dbref, and it is with this mark and this mark. Now I will build what it's saying. Okay, done. Now I am going to run this and we will see the output over here. So here you can see iOS driver point has been start updating. Okay, now this point we have to listen on user application. So same way I am going to create one more project called as user. Okay, user location. Next you can select the directory, create, and it will done. Okay, after that your project is in front of you. Now what you have to do, same way you have to create the pod library, means you have to install the pod in that, and I will copy. First I will go to the root directory, then cd with this here pod in it. Okay, now it's done. Now pod install. Now what I will do, I will close this existing user location project and I will open from Finder, and here is white color workspace. So this is my user application. Okay, now I need to install Firebase over here. So same way, first we have to add the Firebase application, and here it is, we can say. And what is the bundle name for this? So I will go here and copy, paste here, and I will say iOS user app. Now register. Same way I have to download plist file. First I will delete existing and now download new, and then this plist file I have to put in my project. Okay, copy if needed, and I need to put this inside user location. Now I have Google service info plist. Now what I have to do, open pod file, and same way as we did for driver application, pod file, we have to add pod database. Now open and use library. Now what I have to do, you need to run pod install command. Okay, it will automatically install the Firebase in your project. So it's done. Now just build your project. Building also done. And finally what you have to do, open view controller. Inside first open your main storyboard and take one Google map. Oh sorry, not Google map, MK map view. I'm going to add map kit, and this will cover the entire view screen. I will set the constraint from all the side 0 0 0. Now it's done. Now I have to add the outlet inside my view controller file. So I will drag and drop with control click and say as map view. It's done. Now close this, open view controller, import MK map kit. Now it's done. So what you have to do, first you have to show your driver marker, or you have to listen the Firebase so that you can show the driver marker. So second thing, import Firebase. Now create one private variable, private var db ref, and its type of database reference. Okay, now dbref equals database dot reference. Okay, so it's done. Now what you have to do, dbref dot driver child. Here you need to give the path, which is we have already given. Sorry, it's here. Open view controller, it is iOS driver points. Okay, now dot. Now how we can listen the value from that is the main thing. Now go back to your tutorial, and here you will find observer. Okay, so dot observer, and this will create our simple thing. Data type event, what we have to do, child changed. Okay, because it's changing regularly, and here we will receive the data. So first I will print this data, how it's coming, what is the format of this data, so that we can debug. Now I will run this in simulator, existing simulator. Okay, and at the one side we have driver application. So I will open driver application and we will see the output over here. So this is our user application is getting launched. It's giving some error. Okay, actually we forgot to call Firebase configuration from over here. Okay, so I'll do it right now, same as we did in driver application. Okay, so I'll copy from the driver application. It is Firebase app dot configuration, and before that we need to import Firebase. Okay, now call this and save, and then run again. Now this error will not come. Now we have set up and mark map also done. Now I am opening the driver application from my phone, so we will check it is listening, it is observing or not. So here you can see it is observing latitude, longitude. Okay, so now I have changed this with value, and I will see, and now it's working as expected. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to parse first. And how we can parse, so we will take the help from Firebase. I'll copy the complete and I'll paste here. And what is this? Double. Okay, now sorry, it's let latitude equals post dict, and from here we have to take what we have to take latitude. Same this one, and same for longitude. Now let coordinate and it will be, for that I have to import CL co-location, so that I can create the CL 2D coordinate. Here I have to pass latitude and longitude. Okay, now it's done, and this will be not optional. Now finally print coordinate. So here we will see the print how it is coming. Now again I am running this application. So here you can see coordinate is printing, okay, as it's changing from the database. Now on these coordinate we have to move our marker, and we have to show our marker first. Okay, so the first thing to show our marker, for driver I will add one assets. So here is my driver marker. Okay, now again I will open my view controller, and first thing what we have to do, we have to set the marker. So I will create one function. First delete this. Now private where set location. Okay, and here I will pass location, or we can say current driver points. Its type of CL, it's func CL 2D. Now done. From here I'm going to call this function set location, and here I'm going to pass coordinate. Now this is done. From here add self to fix that. Now I'm taking one marker called as private where driver marker, or we can say driver annotation, and type of MK point annotation. Okay, annotation. Now assign the value driver annotation equals MK point annotation. It's done. Now second thing, we have to set the coordinate to the driver. Okay, so driver notation dot coordinate equals current driver points. First time I have to set the marker. Okay, so I will take one boolean variable private where is driver marker set equals false. Okay, if is driver marker, if not is driver marker set, then, and this will be over here. And what we have to do here, map view dot add annotation, and this will be driver marker. Okay, I will run this and I will see the output. Now here you can see driver marker is setting. Now we have to change this marker to the driver icon. So how we can do? First we have to set the delegate to our map view. From here we can say self dot map view dot delegate equals to this, or self, sorry, it is self. Now we have to create one extension. Same view controller dot mk map view delegate. So first thing we have to change the marker, so view for annotation. Okay, so here what we are going to do, we are going to set the custom driver marker to our annotation. Okay, so it's done, and this code, complete code, you will get into the description of this video tutorial. Okay, so don't worry about it. So this is the code for setting the custom marker to the annotation. Now run this and you will find the changes. Here you can see one driver icon. Okay, so here it is. Now second thing what you have to do, now you have to animate that marker towards to the next destination. So how we can achieve that? Okay, so I will tell you how you can achieve that. At the very first, I will create one function for checking the angle of the rotation of driver, like if he is moving right, he is moving left, he is taking right turn, left turn, or he is going to straight. So this function will tell us how the driver is moving and how it's behaving. Okay, so from here, it's let angle equals angle first coordinate means driver existing coordinate, so driver annotation dot coordinate. Okay, second our current coordinate, so it is current points. Now it will tell us the angle. What you have to do, first thing you have to animate the marker with the simple UI view dot animate with duration. What will be the duration? Let's say 2 seconds. And in animation we have to set driver dot coordinate equals current points. Now we have to set this angle, we have to rotate our marker. Okay, and this will be self. So here the next thing I have added this annotation view. I am taking this from the map view. Okay, and after that I am animating that annotation view. So now finally I will run the application. Okay, and we will see the output. It's moving but it's not animating actually, so we need to do animation. It's coming every time. Here set true. Okay, now again, and one more thing, I need to focus on that annotation. So how we can do focus on this annotation? So guys, here is the function for zooming on particular marker. So first you have to calculate the region of your driver annotation, and then you have to set that region to your map view. So how it's work? So let's see the real-time example. Now this is my driver and he is on the way already and he is moving. Now you can see as the location is getting changed, he is moving, and you would like to see, then I can print his location. Okay, I'm printing his location over here so that you can identify. So here it is. Now I'm just building again. So my driver has been started from his location. Now you can see each and everything, how the driver is moving, how the latitude longitude is changing, and it will take turn also. So you can see how it is rotating. So guys, it's working as expected. If you have any doubt into the entire video tutorial, then please comment into the comment box. And guys, I would like to tell you that one more thing very important. Please do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, because on my YouTube channel you will find lots of YouTube videos. As I already covered how you can zoom on the Google marker, how you can zoom on iOS MapKit marker, and how you can draw a path on MK Map View. So many video tutorial you will find on this YouTube channel. Please keep subscribing and keep boosting your skill. Thank you so much. Have a great time. Bye bye.